your mother was very important to you in your life.
Very.
And we affectionately called her Gaga Evelyn.
Yes.
And one thing I wanted to bring up is, what things did you learn about being a mother from your mother?
My mother taught me how to feed Mary Russell, what to feed her, how to dress her so that she looked like a little angel. She taught me a lot about discipline her and all of you all. She was a great cook. She was a great inspiration to me, and she was my mentor and confidant.
So you were close with Gaga?
Very close. I miss her to this day.
And I don't want to get too sad on this, but one of the most vivid memories I have of your dedication to your mother, and I might get a little sad actually now saying it, is your Gaga died on Christmas. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Quarter to 5 Christmas Day.
And we were, most of the family was there. And if I know I was there right next to you during that. But one thing I remember that struck me that still always brings a tear to my eye that you did in the dedication is she was dying. There's no other way to put it, I guess. But you would play Christmas carols to her. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And I could never go upstairs because here I am, we're supposed to be the men of the family, but I would break down crying every time because she would play this music for her. And it was one of the sweetest, I'll never forget you did that. You did that the whole month leading up to
Well,
her.
not only that, but she and I are Methodist. We're reared Methodist. And so we knew every hymn there was in the Methodist church. So every afternoon we sang hymns together. And we did it up till the day she died.
And I'd also say, do you remember or recall when you had her funeral planned out?
Oh, Lord.
And then you had that song, I think it's called In Excess Deo. What is that called? The one that goes...
In Excelsis Deo.
That's the one. And there was all these white people in that church that couldn't sing. So it came out where... It normally would go, Gloria. But everybody was lagging. And if you remember, in the front pew, we all started laughing.
Yes, we did.
But in the front pews, all you saw was our shoulders going like this. And remember, Mr. James thought it was very brave of us to cry together as a family.
I know. But in true McMurran fashion, we got the church pew giggles and could not stop. We could not stop laughing. And my cousin tapped me on the shoulder and she said, y'all are gonna wear out the seat of your pants if you don't stop giggling like that.
I do remember
I think
that.
my mother would love it though.
I know too.
She would laugh.
Well, Gaga was so good to me in so many ways, and I was also close to Gaga. I miss Gaga all the time. She was great to me. Without Gaga, I wouldn't have done a lot of things. She took me, she got me a lot of ways to the bike trip and a lot of other things like that. She was great to me.
She was a real proponent of you, and she laughed at you all the time.
She did, and she would get mad at me.
With you.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I also, and again, I don't know how much of this I'll use, Mom, but I still like to have it on record. Do you remember the time that she babysat where I had to spend the night, and I love spending the night at Gaga's house, and I was in a basketball at the time, and I had a bag that I would take. And you remember the candy Skittles?
Oh, yeah. I know this story.
So I'm a bit of a slob, and I had the Skittles all fall into my book bag, if you remember, or my gym bag. And when I came in, she had lined up the green, the red, and the purple one, and was very disappointed in me that I would be doing drugs. And I said, Gaga, those are Skittles. And she's like, you can't pull the wool over I'm not gonna have this. And I picked it up and ate it in front of her. I don't know why I remember that story, but
well, she had already called me to tell me that she had found drugs in your gym bag. And I said, Mama, well, confront him. She said, well, don't worry, I will.
Well, so we got to the bottom of that Skittles affair.